Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 56 of Let's Platinum Danganronpa 1, 2, Reload. Alright, let's continue. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our still prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault. We're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Alright, yeah, let's save. Boop! Alright, so let's look at our skills. So we have 2 new skills that we can actually apply, but only one of them at the moment we can use because we don't have enough skill points. So, Lost in Thought increases the time limit for each phase, effective during the class trial, costs 3 skill points, but unfortunately that skill is terrible. So let's go down towards the bottom and pick Vocabulary. Increases bullet capacity, effective during the bullet time battle, costs 4 SP, so this is pretty good. It'll give us a lot more bullets to use when we're doing the bullet time battle, and we're going to be doing quite a few of those in this class trial. Multiple suspects. Murder in a locked room. If anyone was likely to survive, it was Sakura. And yet... Alright, let's do this.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. Alright, let's work this out. Why does Hina think it's one of them? Alright, so we've got different accounts. Let's listen to what everyone has to say and then we'll try and figure it out.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Alright, there's got to be some reason why Hina feels so strongly. Alright, so Hina feels strongly because she told like Makoto that Sakura had written notes to Toko, Byakuya, and Yasuhiro, asking them to meet her in the rec room by noon. So that's why she thinks. So if we skip through to
You hated her.
not hated her,
Is that it? That doesn't...
That's the only reason you have
It's-
for accusing us?
this one.
No, that's wrong.
So we counter Hiro's argument about the only reason.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, And that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? Alright, let's try and narrow down who it could have possibly been. Okay, so footprints in the powder, status of Sakura's body, and pocket trash. Well, I think we know which one's
Sakura
used.
wanted to meet with all three of them. There's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Okay.
I didn't either.
Hmm.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Didn't you,
Come
Hero?
on. There's no way none of you went. At least one of you is lying.
I have to agree with Hina. One of them is definitely lying, and we have proof. Those three were definitely contacted, but they claim they never went to see Sakura. But I don't think that's true. One of them is definitely lying.
The fact that
We don't have
Sakura-
conclusive
there's no way
proof,
that one of
but
you
we have
is-
circumstantial
I don't deny
proof.
that I never went.
I didn't.
Yeah, same here.
So let's use that. Pocket trash.
No, that's wrong.
So Hero's trash in his pocket fell out, and it was the same one that was there.
When we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hero, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hero said can't be right. Because Sakura could have only gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is, when Sakura got that candy, Hero got the candy from Hina, Sakura loved candy too much to share. When Sakura got that candy, because Hina was the one that
I'm not sure
introduced
about
her
that,
to the
Hiro.
candy.
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. Got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hero, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. When Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was on the magazine shelf.
I got it!
So yeah, how did Hero see it?
You found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
No, there's an obvious problem with what Hero said before. So, Hero claims that it's because of the dying message, but He wasn't part of the investigation, so how did he know that the thing was there?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
I don't think so.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
No, there's definitely something wrong with what Hiro said just now. Let's use magazine shelf against his statement.
Body was discovered.
Pow!
No, that's wrong.
I think they're about to tell us or give us more information.
When Sakura's body was found,
Yeah,
the
that's
magazine
it.
was sitting on the shelf nearby.
I wasn't sure if we knew that yet, but yeah, the magazine was sitting on the shelf and not on, wait. Yeah, and not in the stand.
That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder
Wait.
scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Sorry, I kind of I think I kind of spoiled something, but let's put it this way. Hiro couldn't have seen the message because he wasn't at the crime scene at the start of the investigation. So how did he know that it was there? That's basically what they've said. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
Vienna
I don't
sausage.
even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. And why is that? Because Kyoko found no blood on her hands.
Show me the proof.
Alright, you can see how
I'm at
many
least
bullets we have
30%
now.
right.
So I'm just gonna
The occult
do
is
that.
bullcrap. Show me the proof.
And I'm just gonna hit R1 just to
At
get the
least
tempo up.
30% right.
Not really sure what the best possible way to
The
do
occult
this is, but
bullcrap.
I feel like maybe using the tempo up almost immediately is
The end
probably
is
a good
nigh.
idea.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at
Good,
least
good.
30% right.
Crypt
The
of the
occult is
Necrodancer.
bullcrap.
Crypt of the Necrodancer. Can I finally get 100? Oh, no.
Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
That should prove it. Kyoko's examination summary is what we use there.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Hiro!
He admits it.
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there,
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure. Thanks.
and that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? Why he didn't use Sakura's finger, why he picked Toko, why the magazine was hidden.
I got it!
Definitely that one.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
We can probably narrow that down to him being an idiot.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh, well, I didn't hide it.
Oops.
I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then, he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't like what had been written, there's only one choice.
I got
Toko.
it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. Alright, let's see what kind of inconsistency. There is one inconsistency that's kind of hard to notice, but you'll find out.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer.
Okay, Hiro hit Sakura, that's for sure, but this doesn't end there. So if we look at Kyoko's examination summary, we find out that she said Sakura suffered 2 blows to the head, not 1. No blood was found on either of her hands.
I didn't want to, but
So he said he only hit her
before she could
once.
do anything.
You hit her from... And you only hit...
Yeah, just once.
Boom.
No, that's wrong.
Alright, I think we'll leave it there and we'll continue next
Well,
time.
Sakura died from Hiro's single blow. That doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Okay, so yeah, let's leave it there and we'll continue next time. So for now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 56 of Let's Platinum Danganronpa 1-2 Reload. My name is Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.